Every small business owner in the world will tell you that the roller coaster that small business owners find themselves on is being so busy that they can't keep up, or being so slow that they're worried about paying their bills. And what I always say is, well, you can't complain about being busy if you spend money marketing. And what I mean by that is you're busy because you did the right things to try to get busy. The problem is you marketed the heck out of something that wasn't ready to handle the business. When it goes to how should I market, where should I market, the answer is build something that's ready for the impact that marketing is gonna make. Get some projections. Obviously, we can't project exactly how much certain marketing is gonna get us, but you have to be patient. When I was in real estate for a few years, my early 20s, I remember I had an employee come in for an interview. They had decided they were gonna leave the industry that they were in and they were gonna become a real estate agent. And this person told me in the course of this interview that they had gone and taken out a loan. And I asked what the loan was for, and they said, well, I don't think that I'm gonna make any money in the first 3 to 6 months. And so I knew that I needed to be able to sustain myself for the time that it took to get good at this. That's a lot of times what happens in a business, is at the end of the day, you need sales and you need sales today. And when it's slow, you say to yourself, well, we need to market. Let's get this place busy. The problem is when you go from doing 100 units a day to doing 300 units a day, if your system's not built to handle the capacity, you're gonna fail those 300 people. There was obviously this has changed with like internet reviews and whatnot, but there used to be this number that everyone threw out that when people have a positive experience, they're gonna tell one person. And when someone has a negative experience, they're gonna tell 12. So the reality is that you've spent all this money on customer acquisition. So you spent money trying to get a customer to come into your business, and you don't want that one sale. You want a lifetime of sales from that customer, but then you failed them when they came in because you marketed so aggressively relative to your systems that when they came in, they had a bad experience. So now you've actually hurt your business through your marketing, not helped it. So the answer is you have to, and I know this is hard for small business owners because at the end of the day, we all need cash flow. We all need money today in our bank accounts. But what you have to do is prioritize being ready and building capacity that you do not yet have the sales to justify, and then go and market to acquire those sales. Don't chase those sales. That's a phrase that I hear people say a lot of times. Then go chase those sales. Don't chase those sales. Come up with a plan to acquire those sales in a systematic way that builds up to your capacity. Don't put your staff in a position where they're used to coming into work and doing 100 units. And now all of a sudden, all at once, they're doing 300 units and they're not really sure how to handle it. Don't find out that your systems don't work all at once. Bring in the sales in a really thoughtful way. Mail marketing, traditional snail mail marketing is a great example of this. There are programs where you can spend a couple $1,000s sending mailers out to every home in a zip code. But you can actually roll that out over a certain course of weeks. So pizza places will open up, brand new pizza place, sends their menu out to a town of 15,000 people. Well, imagine if just a small percentage of those people all order that Friday night, pizza night in America. They all order pizza. That pizza place is going to find out in real time if they can handle that huge influx in sales. And the likelihood is that they can't. And when that happens, people are gonna have a bad experience and they're not gonna try you again. So now you've wasted hitting all those zip codes. Whereas if you roll that out where you're hitting certain neighborhoods and certain parts of the zip code 1 week at a time, you're building up your capacity because hopefully you're succeeding in delivering for these customers. So they're coming back the next week in addition to your newly acquired customers. But also you'll find out what you can handle in real time. And if you have to put the pause on your marketing campaign because you currently have the business you need, then that's okay. But if you've already sent the carrier pigeons out with all the menus, you're not in a position where you can turn that flood off. That's just not how it works. So obviously with internet marketing, it's even easier to do step by step by step. The idea is build the capacity before you go and acquire the sales, and then acquire the sales in a meaningful and thoughtful way.